So this morning we are harvesting for the co-shop, which is really awesome for us because most of our kai goes out to free kai programs. So we send it out to the Te Whare Hapori o ngā Puna Waiora Order, the Newtown Community Centre, and to the Compassion Soup Kitchen. So most of it goes to there, and but we are able to sell a little bit through the co-shop, and it's great for local growers because it means that we can just harvest what's needed and what's been ordered. And then we can get this really great fresh kai that we're harvesting on a Thursday morning, and then people can pick it up on the Thursday morning, cook it for Thursday dinner.
Kaibosh is a food rescue charity, so we work with food businesses across the region, and we connect food to community groups. As part of that work, we work collaboratively across all kinds of groups and organisations, and one of the groups that we've started working with recently is the Wesley Community Action Group, and they're running the pilot project for this co-op, which is pretty exciting, and we're essentially the wheels. So the idea is that whilst we're out collecting food on our usual runs, we can stop into local growers and more smaller organisations that might not necessarily have a market to sell their food, and then we can pick them up on the way and help facilitate the co-op.
The current food system doesn't work for everyone, and really the Haurakai Wellington Regional Fruit and Veg Co-op, which is the wider initiative that the pilot is part of, is really there to support whānau who sit between those that require emergency food supply through food banks and things like that, and those that may be struggling to make ends meet and can't afford the prices at the supermarkets and things like that. So we're in that sort of space, trying to provide an affordable access to fresh and healthy and ideally culturally appropriate food as well. Because one of the big barriers for, say, a small local producer is how do they get their produce to market? And you'll see a lot of them, like for example Vagabond Veg, Crooked Veg, they're having to go through the process of creating their own online platforms and all these kinds of things as well, and they're doing brilliant work. But in order to encourage more small growers to start up, we want to try and create the environment, create a market channel that they can just tap into, not have to do all the web stuff, not have to build a shop, not have to do all that stuff. They can just plug into this new model that we're building and sell their produce direct to the public. You know, they have an income, you might have a job, but it's tricky to make ends meet each week. So by providing sort of affordable access to fresh, healthy kai, hopefully that will leave a few more dollars in people's pockets to spend on bills or something else.